I actually think these guys made some mistakes. I think the 90 car and the 66 made mistakes by staying on the racetrack, just thinking they can't make it on fuel, but probably really underestimating how many caution flags there's going to be and how much fuel they can save to make it to the end. That's all about gambling. And you know what? I don't know how to gamble. When I did gamble, I lost everything.
And catching up with Scott McDougall, the crew chief for Stephen Wallace. And you stayed out while most of the leaders have already pitted. I'm sure there's a pit stop coming soon. What's the pit strategy here?
Yeah, we'll be pitting here the next time the pit road's open for us. We just need to, we couldn't go from there to the end. It'd be too big of a risk. And with the NASCAR's rule with the green-white checkers at the end, being a 4-mile racetrack, we just had to make plans for that. So it'll be a little bit of a game plan for it without putting us in a bad spot later on in the run.
And in addition to taking fuel, Jamie, they're also going to put 2 spring rubbers in the rear to stiffen that car up.
And Newt
20 laps away from another road course win. Steve Wallace, I guess we got to find something to do under the red flag. Edwards, Villeneuve, Menard, Wallace, Gonzalez, Bain, Ave, Kelly, Taylor Malsom, all on pit road. Brendan Gaughan, Ron Fellows, Brad Keselowski, Brad Coleman stay out. 19 laps to go as these cars come to the attention of their crews. Mike.
And Scott McDougall, the crew chief for the 66, banking on the fact he doesn't believe a lot of those lead cars can go the distance on fuel, so he delayed his last pit stop until now. From here on out, he feels like this car can go the distance. They're going to try to stiffen up the rear with 2 spring rubbers in the 66 car, Doc.
Fuel only for Jacques Villeneuve. We're almost stalled at leaving. Likewise, in the 98 gets by the 32. And the 60 fuel only there. What were we being told down here? Trent Owens just told Jacques Villeneuve that with this pit stop, we can make it with 1 green-white checkered if we are careful, but it is going to be close.
All right, so let the scoring cycle around. Carl Edwards off the pit lane first.
Yeah, let me make a point here, though. He's not able to blend in. That's not what they can do. They have to go behind the cars that did not pit by the time this thing restarts. You can't just come off a pit road and blend in where these cars are. You have to line up behind cars that didn't make a pit stop that are at least on the lead lap.
These guys just can't stay away from each other. And T-bone right in the door right there. The only good thing about that, he's running about 20 miles an hour.
Now from Steve Wallace.
Clearancing itself somewhat.
Wow.
So gaggle of cars right here going down into turn 3 now.
Yes, Paul Menard kicked all the way back to 10th by that off-track moment in turn number 6, last lap by. Don't know for sure if he got helped or not, but I think it's a decent possibility anyway.
Well, you see Paul's car tore up in the front. That hood on Paul Menard's car is really jumping around in that car.
He got
Trevor
that down.
Bain, 99. Steve Wallace, 66. Menard into the 05 of Gonzalez. That's turn 5. Woo. Methinks the patience are running out.
Either that or it's like Rusty said, the brakes. I think a lot of cars and a lot of drivers are struggling with the wheel hop.
These guys just don't, they just don't look like they can stop, Andy. Just what you said, and it's pretty obvious now. That's probably the problem.
That's how Paul Menard got the damage on the hood. Is he wheel hop, get in the corner, got in the back of.
Nope, there's going to be contact there too.
Almost the same thing you see right there with Stephen Wallace and Trevor Bain, and now Brian Scott goes around.
A little farther back, there's Paul Menard. And 27, Owen Kelly. The Baker curb car trying to pick his way through a little bit. And that is for 9th and 10th positions. Steve Wallace just behind them in 11th. Again, defensive line into turn 3.
Look at them. They're really just blocking each other big time, getting down into that corner. These guys, all 3 of these guys getting real aggressive. And the 27 car of Owen Kelly's like, you guys quit. Give me a break.
And I'm just going to suggest, tell me if I'm right or wrong here, Mr. Driver, but after you've been knocked off the course and bounced around a little bit a little while ago, your patience with somebody playing defensively when you've got a faster car than he or appear to be faster isn't going to be great.
No, it's not going to be great either. And I would say Steven got in the back of Trevor. I got a feeling that Trevor's getting ready to get in the back of Steven.
Off course there for Kelly.
Man, these guys are driving hard right now. And just off the track, dust, dirt, and rocks everywhere.
Tell you what, though.
Well,
sorry, go ahead, Russ.
Just turn one is a real suck. Oh, I started to say everybody wants a dive bomb getting into turn one to make that pass. It's all about how good your brakes are at that point.
Just joining us, Carl Edwards started on pole. He's pretty much been the dominant driver on the race, but he's been shuffled back in traffic a couple of times. Pit strategy, different pit stop schedules, and other things. We also had a 31-minute red flag for a 10-car pileup in turn number 6, just about halfway through the race. Edwards, not all that long ago, was sitting back 13th in line after Steve Wallace overshooting turn 5.
Saw that one going. Oh! Saw that one going wrong.
Got right rear corner of Trevor Bain trying to get back on the track.
And some left front damage there.
Yeah, that's pretty well ruined his good run he had going on. Just, I want you to look at everybody's left fronts. They're all tore up. Everybody's left fronts are tore up. Oh, man. Look at that left front.
Steve Wallace with some pretty significant front-end damage there on his car. So we got 25 cars on the lead lap at the moment. We're down to 4 laps to go. Cleanup continues from all of the various gravel and debris and so on dropped onto the racetrack.
Now, no trust in my competitors at all.
It's Brad Coleman working on Paul Menard there, back for the 9th and 10th positions. Look at some of the front ends of these cars. We have had some contact today.
Not a clean car in the field.
A lot of these guys are going to take these cars over to Watkins Glen at Montreal.
Not without going to the body shop first.
Looks like they'll be putting brand new bodies on these cars.
And it is a motor issue with the 32 car. It is internal in the engine. It is popping and missing and sputtering and getting worse. They're going to try to milk this thing for one more lap and finish. What a gallant effort today.
In the field all day long. Hell of a race car driver. One awesome race car driver. One more awesome race car. Great pit crew.
Had to do it the hard way. Had to come up through the field after making that caution flag pit stop.